Are we back? Are we back, fellas? I think in this on this stream I want to go ahead and do this artifact route that I was recording earlier for content. I'm gonna put out a money-making video in the next few weeks on Stalker 2. I'm gonna put out a mistakes video, I think, next week. Oh my gosh, dude, the Witcher 3 remaster announcement. It was so peak. Oh my goodness, I can't wait until that comes out. I'm definitely gonna be making Witcher 3 content up until like the DLC comes out. That's my favorite of all time, dude. Witcher 3, and then they're gonna remaster it. Oh my goodness. But yeah, today we're gonna hunt artifacts. It might be a little dangerous. It's gonna be a little risky. I want to go ahead and go to the swamp. I'm gonna go all the way down to the swamp and work my way up from like the swamp to Zatan, and then maybe Zalicia, or you know, the lesser zone into Rostock. It's gonna be a little risky, but I think we should be okay. Upgraded my graphics driver today. I was getting like, yeah, like decent FPS after I upgraded my graphics driver. On this save file, it's a little wonky, but after upgrading my graphics driver, things did improve a little bit. So I have 12 flesh eye.
Хто забув захисний костюм на виході з МТЦ Малахіт, прохання підійти до охорони.
I'm gonna need that. We're gonna go ahead and do I have Sultansk yet? I probably don't. I gotta walk all the way down. I wanted to start from all the way down here and work my way up all the way through the map. I think it's worth it. We'll get a lot of resources, but I'm gonna be using a lot of resources too. So we're gonna spend this stream looting all those areas that are over there. Oh Lord, it's gonna be rough, but we're gonna be okay. I'm just bringing a lot more stuff because I know probably gonna get into fights with mutants and all that. Alright. I'm gonna fast travel to the lesser zone, maybe? Or maybe the cordon? I feel like Zalicia, it's easier to walk through there than it is the cordon. I think it's like the same distance. I saw it. I thought it looked pretty good, man. I'm excited for Metro. Very excited for Metro. Let me go ahead and I'll put it down to DLSS quality just for the stream, you know? It really doesn't look that much different from DLAA, in my opinion. earlier I was able to run DLSS quality at like 90 frames per second. I think it's because I'm recording this stream and I'm also streaming at the same time, so things are a little rough. I'm recording because I want to put out like a video from some of the footage. Probably not going to record every stream. That's what I'm saying. Oh my gosh, I can't wait for the Witcher 3 remaster. When they announced that, I was so surprised. I knew they were going to show the DLC, but man, we're eating ridiculously good, dude. As if there wasn't enough like games coming out. We got even more, bro. I haven't had a crashing issues since they put out that update the other day. If you have like decent artifacts, you can tank a lot of the damage in this game, so I want to get some decent artifacts while we're out exploring. Hoping to get decent artifacts. I think they are making like a Witcher 1 remake. Yeah, and they didn't charge either. Gave it for free. And they're giving away the DLCs for free too if you own the Witcher 3 right now. The DLCs that are already there. Crash an hour into a mission. Yeah, I haven't had any crashing issues. I mean, I'm sure that there's still an issue. We'll see. Oh, wrong button. That was almost bad. They definitely nerfed the health pool on mutants and stuff because I've like one-shot dogs. Like earlier I was playing with a 1911, like pretty maxed out on my other save, and yeah, I was one-shotting like blind dogs. How you doing, Booty? Yeah, it's the best. It's the only way. Eight grenades. Yeah, vanilla, I don't have any mods. Might be worth it to get up here. I heard another one over here somewhere. Yep. Yeah, money farming, gear upgrades, trying to get the highest resistances I can before getting too far into the story. Because even if you have like, if you have some decent thermal protection on this suit, you can tank like a popper, which is kind of crazy. I don't know if it was always like this. I don't. Some bandits. Yeah, the Fora is like the best SMG in my opinion. There's another bloodsucker somewhere. I'm gonna just leave him alone. Got some of my ammo. Yeah, that bloodsucker is probably like about to pull up. That's why I had nothing to do with that. I don't want nothing to do with it right now. The bloodsuckers, that like when you have a Saiga, they're really not that bad, but master difficulty can be pretty difficult. What's up, Peter? Some people don't like frame gen. I don't know. I guess it adds some kind of delay into the game. But so far, like I never noticed that. I've always used frame gen in this game. I've always used DLAA and frame gen. It's a little shaky right now. I think it's mostly when I stream it's shaky, because I was playing earlier. It wasn't really bugging. But whenever I start streaming, it starts bugging.
Пішов по артефакти недалеко звідси, а там снорки.
У мене все просто. Як там дощ?
Just want to make sure I have this guy here. Especially because he has a stash over here that you can use. My nerves are a little high, I'm not gonna lie. I'm a little nervous about going to these anomaly fields because I went there earlier. They can be kind of dangerous. I had a pretty smooth time earlier while I was playing on my personal save with these anomaly fields, but so they're really not that bad, but it's always kind of nerve-wracking when you go out into the zone on a permadeath kind of thing. It always is a possibility for death, especially when you don't have too many artifacts and your resistances aren't really that high. That's good. I got a 4070 Ti Super. I'm actually, my performance is going to be lower soon because I actually just ordered myself a an OLED monitor, a 4K OLED monitor. Right now I go on 1440p is my regular monitor that I use. Ooh. Why does it seem like deeper than usual? Oh, okay. I was just... Yeah. Physical protection, like if I got hit by a gravitational anomaly, I should be okay. But these other ones, I want to get those up, you know, and I need to do that by upgrading them. So I need money and I need artifacts. I need to upgrade my suit and get artifacts. It's just a shame some of the like blueprints for this suit, they're at the at least I'm pretty sure it's the blueprints for this suit. They're at the excavator. I think it's an excavator in the red forest, that big old crane kind of, not crane, but you know, like the thing that like digs. I mean, right now I'm gearing up just for the playthrough in general. I haven't even gotten through the first, like, I'm still at Answers Come at a Price. Like, I'm very early into the game. I just got out of Lesser Zone, basically. And right now I'm just getting as much money, artifacts, gear as I can so I can tank anything that I make a mistake on, you know? I want all these resistances and I want all this money and stuff so I can tank certain anomalies that I accidentally hit, if that makes sense. The 100-eye survey is cool, but I don't know, I'd rather just like save my money and upgrade my guns and my suit that I already have, you know? See, look at this. Hold on. I'm gonna, because it's kind of bothering me. I'm gonna turn off. See, it kind of lags a little bit. For some reason, like it was running at like 90 earlier. Now it's only like 77. But it's still smooth though. It just feels a little like chunky. Because FPS is lower, I guess. There's a 1911 in one of these containers. And an artifact. I'll bring this just in case I don't find anything else, like, so I can sell it. It makes you jump. Either way, like I said, DLSS frame generation doesn't really bother me that much. I don't know, like, I haven't noticed anything crazy. If anything, it feels smoother to... Oh my god, I shouldn't have shot that. It feels smoother to me to use DLSS frame generation, because right now it feels clunky, you know what I'm saying? I don't see any difference in the image quality, personally. Maybe there is a difference. But, yeah, I've never really noticed it. Like I know a lot of other people have like complained and noticed certain things, but I personally have never noticed it. So we'll just try DLAA with frame gen. We got a 1911, my favorite pistol in the game. There's no other pistol to use, bro. There isn't. Yeah, I know. I feel like this is like the second or third battery that we've gotten. Yeah, I don't feel any, especially now, after the, like, to be fair, 1.9 and before, like anything before 2.0, there's a significant difference in the way the game plays. Like, it felt a lot more sluggish. I didn't even realize it was sluggish until I played the 2.0 update. So, like, the 2.0 update, the input lag is, and, like, the whatever delay, super fixed. Like, it's like night and day, you know? So, I mean, there's like small moments where it feels like kind of like, you know, chunky. But I think that's more of like a, they kind of messed up the optimization somewhere when releasing the public version of update 2.0. The Rhino is very good as well. The only thing with the Rhino is you either have to use 9x39 or you can use slugs with it, I think, or it's shotgun shells. And I don't like to have, because I automatically have to use shotgun shells. I don't like to have to use the same ammo on two weapons that I have equipped. I feel like it's kind of counterintuitive in a way, because you're going to be using double the ammo. There's always snorks over here. I remember last time I was here during testing, a bandit squad came over here and fought those snorks. Damn, I'm already overweight, bro. It's because the ammo, bro. Ammo be weighing a lot. Even on my DLC playthrough, we were kind of super overweight at the end of the DLC playthrough. All I had on me was ammo, and I didn't want to give up any of it because some of it I needed for some of, like, my SKS and stuff. I was like, all right. Snorks take, you could get one good headshot on them now and they're done. Like with the Saiga, at least. They definitely raise the headshot damage on these enemies. Whoa. LOD issues too. Like, I swear, like, I had none of these, like, LOD issues. Like, the optimization was better while I was testing the game. It's crazy. It's crazy how those things happen. Because there was, like, no popping. Like, you would see, like, one or two popping, but there was barely any. Like, right now, there's like, way more popping than there was before the update went live, unfortunately. I don't know what happened. It happens every time, though. GSC always manages to, like, bork something on the release of a patch. Somebody... Y'all heard that? There was a voice just now. I'm using the 230 submachine gun. Yeah, because look how it looks now, there wouldn't be any popping. Just like you see how there's like no popping right now, which it is very improved compared to the original build, because there would be a lot of popping like before patch 2.0, but right now you see how there was just a popping over there somewhere. There wouldn't be popping. You see how like the LODs are what's the issue now. You can see them change, and it doesn't look good, bro. It is a video game after all, and I really don't care. Like, I enjoy myself, you know. I love this game, and I enjoy the gameplay and all that, but a lot of people get hung up on that kind of thing. But every game has its flaws, you know? Everything in life has its flaws. Anything man-made. Yeah, I don't even notice it that much anymore either. I really, like I said, it's like, it doesn't bother me. I don't know. I've never used the rat killer. I'd rather use like an AK or something before. I think it would be better because the 40230, like I'm willing to use it, like even compared to like a AS-Val. Maybe not. Like this can go into the mid game, this gun, and you would have like not that much issue. By the mid game, I usually like to change to an AS-Val, depending on how much money you have, you know. AS-Val is cheaper to repair than something like a Karad or something like that. Who is shooting at me? Okay. See, that was bad, dude. They spawned in, unless I couldn't see them through that brush. Maybe I couldn't see them through the brush. Or, you know, the tall grass. I can barely see them. Like, this foliage, it really adds on to the tensity of this game. It's hard to see. I think there's supposed to be a stash here. The tensity. Whatever. Go to the Sultansk. I usually don't use guns on full auto. Like, it's kind of rare for me to do that unless I'm really up close, you know? Semi-automatic is the way. That's why I'll usually use like a AS-Val or something like that. There you go. There's the performance I was looking for. Looks beautiful. I have this little touchscreen monitor next to me. Dude, it upsets me because I got it thinking that you could use like the Stream Deck like app and just like put little buttons on there, because you can do that, but the only way you can do that is if you every so often plug in like an actual Stream Deck, or it'll just not let you do that. Like, you have to own a Stream Deck in order to use the touch screen, like the number pads or whatever. It's really stupid in my opinion. But yeah, I bought this touch screen for that, and now it just sits here. It's glorified like clock. I just have the time on it. I did have something similar to a Stream Deck, like a Colo Play little thing. I might switch out this little monitor for that. I don't know. I don't like to have too many programs on my computer. I hate having programs running in the background, and that's why I get confused whenever I crash and all that. I'm like, damn, like I make sure that I have like no programs or anything running in the background. So I know it's the game that's messing up, not me, you know? The swamps, probably like one of my favorite areas in the game, possibly my favorite area. I don't know though, actually. After the DLC, I think Lemansk would probably be my favorite area, but you can't really well, I guess it's spoilers if I talk about that. I might do that side quest. So far we have this battery. I kind of want to save every artifact we get today. If I'm not using it, I'm going to save it in here and see if any of the quest givers want it, because you'll get more money if you go ahead and ask the quest giver if they need an artifact for like one of the repeatable quests. You'll get more money for the artifact rather than just selling it regularly. Might be worth it to bring some of this 9x39 because the veteran gun is on the way to the swamps, and I usually like to use that in the swampy area. But that is weight. Just more weight to carry, you know? I don't know, though. You know what? We'll just use the Fora for now. We're not going to worry about all that. We'll probably grab the veteran, but... Page from Sonia Kalina's daybook. The big bad in the swamps? Not today. I don't think it's worth it. At least from what I'm trying to do, you know. I've actually never went and fought that pseudo giant that's in the swamps. I've never been interested in it. This gun, it's worth upgrading.
Stop.
Now that it's like that, you can take down mutants very easily with a 1911. Very easily. You can one-shot blind dogs with it. I kind of want to go to sleep, maybe. I don't want to be in the swamps in the dark. The Chimera in the swamp, it only spawns in during a certain story moment. It's not like there when you're free roaming. I fought it my first time, but every other time I've ran away, and I've never seen it every time I ran. I haven't seen it in like a long time. I haven't seen that since like the launch of the game. I haven't seen that Chimera. Because I just run, I know exactly where I'm running to, and I just go, you know. I think the achievement, because there's an achievement for running away from a Chimera, I think the achievement was literally made for that mission. Like, I think you're supposed to run away from that Chimera, because the game puts all these obstacles in your way in order to make it hard as possible for you to run away, with all the glass shard anomalies and also that one anomaly that makes you like go in slow motion. Some bandits and snorks fighting. There's always bandits and snorks fighting here. Get the paired Saiga mag today. It's in the burnt forest. Some dogs around here too. Of course, as soon as I turn, oh, he's all injured. I can heal him? That's interesting. As soon as I turn on manual saving, they fix the crashes, it seems, so far. It seems that way. Who knows? Maybe they didn't. I know some of you guys are still crashing. Yeah. Haven't started hunting artifacts yet because I want to start from the swamps and go up. This artifact route that I'm about to take, it's very time consuming to get there. I think it's overall just time consuming, but it's worth it in my opinion. I feel like this thing is going to turn into an mission at some point, this storm that we got going on. And I kind of wanted to turn into an mission before I go to the swamps rather than after I'm inside of the swamps, you know? I don't need it to be like that when I have to run through the water. It would be interesting to have like a physical compass. That would be cool. But I don't think they would do it because your HUD, like, you could already have a compass in the HUD technically, even if, you know, obviously if you're doing like a certain difficulty, you can't have the compass, but I haven't played with the compass since like launch in this game. I always have to like check my PDA to see where I'm going. It would be really bad if a mission did hit, though, while we were in the swamp. I bet you there will be a mission in the swamp. I don't even remember the last time there wasn't a mission during the PERMADEATH streams. I mean, technically, I would say I have some of the best gear on right now, and it's the beginning of the game. I have this Falcon suit is probably one of the best suits in the game. You could go the entire game using it. Exoskeleton just makes it safer. But you don't need to use an exoskeleton. You're talking about the compass artifact? We'll see. We'll see what I get. The homies. This is like a little outpost before you go into the swamp, you know? There's a stash behind that door. It has a regular VS Vintar or VSS Venturas, I think it's called in real life. I believe the journalist stash is up here with the unique veteran rifle. I think it's like a, it was a pre-order bonus or something like that. I mean, it's still worth using it. We'll have a few uses for it, you know. Turn off some of those psi emitters while we're in the swamp. The problem is there's grenades that drop from there, and if I try to open this stash, they're all going to be hostile towards me. I don't really want to do that to them. I might wait until later when we're coming out of the swamp. I hate the storm, though, man. I'll be right back. I'm going to use the bathroom real quick. I'm a little nervous. I'm not gonna lie. I'm a little nervous to go into the swamp, but I think we'll be okay. Foreboding lightning strike. When I was here earlier on a different save, it was just blind dogs and I think some flesh maybe, and like 3 bloodsuckers at the same time. This place really isn't that bad when you're not coming here for the story quest. Bayonne aren't that bad, to be fair. Unfortunately, I think the Bayonne only spawns once here. If you have 9 Bayonne whiskers, you can get like $92,000. There is one anomaly field that I'm not willing to go to. I think it's this one right here that has poppers in it. It's not worth it. But there's like 5 anomaly fields you can go to in this one. The game wants to zap me with lightning so bad, dude. There's always an A-life encounter right here as well. Kicked him. He kicked the dog. You got any mutant parts? We're also looking for mutant parts. We aren't just hunting artifacts. Yeah, we can't die. Let's go to the one of the more dangerous anomaly fields first to warm up. I think I'll do I like the attention to detail that if you try to reload and you have to stop reloading, like there'll still be a bullet in the chamber and it'll like... It's a really cool detail. You can't tell me this game doesn't look crazy. Like, look at the vibes. This is the Stalker vibe that people are always complaining about isn't in the game. Yeah, I think it's one of the best looking games like that's out right now. I don't know, Witcher 3 remaster, whenever that comes out, that might like really take the cake. That gameplay they showed today, I mean, because they showed some I heard some voice over here. I know the Bayonne is in the church, but that DLC gameplay they showed for Witcher 3 today, man, it looked good. I wanted to upgrade my PC, man. I wanted to not upgrade it, but I want to build an entirely new computer. We'll see. Stuff is so expensive nowadays, it's ridiculous. The economy is disgusting. I saw a RAM cost like $1,000 or something crazy. You can hear the Bayonne. Yeah, I've been having this like this want to the water is also electrified here. Witcher 3 is peak. Witcher 3 is like my favorite, dude. Witcher 3, hard to match the vibes of Witcher. Oh. I'm glad the water doesn't really insta-kill you. I knew it was gonna move. It's a battery again, dude. It's a battery again, by the way. It moved. It keeps moving, dude. It's a bastard is what it is, dude. It doesn't want me to... I can't pick it up? Oh, okay. It would be cool to see other stalkers do this. I'm gonna go back towards the church because I don't want nothing to do with that popper area. Yeah, it is a very scary anomaly field, that one right there. And of course we have another battery. I'm so Who said that earlier? I forget. Yeah, I think you might have jinxed me, I'm not gonna lie. I think the game is just going to keep giving me batteries now. I think I want to clear out this Bayonne. Just in case there isn't a mission, I think this is one of the only places you could really run to, you know? See what I'm saying? He doesn't always go down that fast, but if you land a headshot, he will go down. Thank you for the 100 joules, crit. I don't know what the 100 joules do, but I appreciate you nonetheless, crit. Time to ban him. Yeah, I think he oh. He jinxed me, dude. True. It's like Tom and Jerry. The cat went for the rat. And then the apex predator human. The apex predator. Like how nerdy does that sound? There's always... Earlier on my other playthrough, there was a dead flesh here, too. There was 2 dead flesh, actually. It's cool that they're green, though, because of the swamp, you know? Look at the little frogs. They used to... There's always been frogs in the swamp, but they weren't, like, in that area before 2.0, I don't think. Yeah, I'm gonna loot this little area. I don't know, though. I don't know how much I should loot it because I still have a few more anomaly fields to go to. Don't want to, like, kill my mobility, you know? I'm doing this more to get rid of this, this psi emitter upstairs. I'll probably use this for it. Or maybe the 1911 would be a better option. Am I tripping? Isn't this area usually open, or am I tripping? Is it closed because the quest line is not open yet? Am I lost? I might be lost. Look at that. I love the dust coming off the ceiling and all that. There are no rules, man. We're lost. I'm a better man than you, Rick. I'm better for Lori, man. Oh. Little. Yeah, it's closed right now. Yeah, there are new dogs in the CMPP area. Yeah, I'm just in the swamps looting, trying to go on this huge artifact route that I'm coming up with for a YouTube video. So look out for that when I release that. It should be hopefully in the next like 2 weeks. I'm gonna release another video before that though, in the next week. I think that was the crossbar for that. It is a little heavy. I don't know how much. 14,000. I don't know. How much does a mag cost? 5. It might be. I don't know. Maybe I'll come back for it, but I'm chunky anyway because the ammo. You could always come back for it, I think, if I'm not mistaken. If there was a container around here somewhere. Snork. Snorks. I think I noticed that bleeding slows you too, like when you're in the state of bleeding. I don't know if that was always a thing. I'm assuming it always was, but this stuff is heavy right here. I don't want to weigh myself down too much before, you know, I'm done what I'm doing here. It's not worth it. I don't even know. Do I have Hercules? I should have Hercules. I don't. I don't have Hercules. Yeah, I'm just trying to snipe some of the things before we even get here, you know. I don't know though. I don't know if that's good because what if the mission starts as soon as we get here in the main mission? Maybe that's not worth it. I did snipe the first one though. I'll leave the other ones just in case. Yep. Whoa, I didn't like that at all. I accidentally hit that too. My boy's chunky. Yeah, it's scripted. I'm pretty sure it's scripted for when you're done the last when you're done the last psi emitter, you know. I don't, or maybe it's when you pass a certain point in the swamp, like physically, but I think it's when you're done the last psi emitter is what sets it off. So I don't want to set it off as soon as I jump into the swamp, you know. This is another good thing of loot, but I think I want to go through some of these artifact fields before filling myself up with too much weight, you know. There's another artifact field down here. And then there's like there's a few more. There's this one. There's this one. I think there's one over here. There's one over here. We're gonna go down there. I think physical protection should protect you from fall damage. I think it should lessen fall damage. How do y'all feel about that? Maybe not like crazy fall damage, but some of the fall damage that Skiff dies to is kind of ridiculous. Even if a Chimera did come, you know, pretty sure we could handle it. I handled a Chimera with a, with a Saiga that's like the same as the one I have now on my DLC save, so. Fall damage should be nerfed in certain distances, like, because some fall damage is kind of crazy. The distance you fall and then you can die, it's kind of wild for some of that. But if it's a tall distance or a high distance, obviously, you should be killed or whatever from that. Or you should take a lot of damage. I check my PDA a lot because I have no idea. Like, the swamp is so... There's so much water and, like, it's just all over the place, you know? Like, if an emission hit right now, I think it'd be pretty bad. I don't know if you can hide in there, but there's a controller in there, I think. Chimera's lore accurate one? I don't know. It took like 4 different Saiga mags to kill a 1.0 Chimera. It was kind of ridiculous. Chimera should be a little tanky, but I think they should be more like glass cannons. I think Chimera, Bloodsuckers, certain things should be more glass cannons. A pseudo giant could be tanky, you know. That's fine. I'm pretty sure this is, yeah. This is the area we're looking for. Yeah, good exosuit should definitely... I mean, you also still have to keep in, like, mind the gameplay aspect of it, I guess, too. Kind of a mid artifact, in my opinion. The foliage is, look, you can't even see this thing. Thank God bro, I remember 1.7 or something like that. The anomalies there, their hitboxes were crazy. Yeah, you can sink. You can surely sink right in. It's very easy to sink right into the water. Dude, I appreciate you for the $20, Crit. You didn't have to do that, man. I'm glad that You could catch the stream on your lunch break, and I'm glad to be here to entertain, brother. I hope you have an awesome day at work. God bless you. Yeah, I was like, this music does sound pretty pretty reminiscent of the trilogy, doesn't it? Okay, but what killed this flesh? Look at the I think that mutants have respawns in these like nest kind of things. That's exactly one of the things that I'm doing actually currently. Like, I'm trying to make a money-making, like, kind of thing, and mutant farming and artifact farming is the main thing of that video. Like, I don't think there's really better ways to make money in this game. With mutant and artifact farming, like, obviously, if you only accept artifact farming, like repeatable side missions to get more money for artifacts, you know, that's a part of making the artifact farming like profitable rather than just straight up selling the artifacts. And giving your mutant parts to Malachite Lady is another good way to make money, and the only way you should be making money with mutant parts. You should not sell your mutant parts regularly because you'll get a lot less than if you give them to the Malachite Lady. But yeah, I'm trying to actively produce a video like that. And right now, I think the biggest like farms, the biggest mutant farm right now is the biggest mutant farm right now is the Hornhead in Burnt Forest at the Chopper's Field, I think it's, or maybe it's not the Chopper's Field, maybe it's the helicopter base, I think it's called. And that's the biggest mutant farm because mutants in 2.0, at least right now, they spawn in pretty fast. Like, and when I say pretty fast, they spawn in at the rate of you walk away from the area and they'll be spawned in already. So the Hornhead spawns at the helicopter base. There's Bayun. There's one Bayun at first, but there is Bayun over here. I killed one Bayun because it's like a scripted event. And then after you come back there's like two Bayun at the little nest that it has. I think whenever there's a mutant area that has a nest, like it looks like a nest with like remains of like stalkers and mutants, I think that's when mutants respawn in those areas. Yeah, and obviously snorks, there are a lot of snorks in patch 2.0, and that's like another huge farm like you can utilize, at least while the patch, you know, if they fix that or whatever. I don't know if that's something to fix or not, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna go to here, and then we'll go out to Zatan to get some more artifacts. Yeah, I think there is as well. I think that farm comes from like the Haunta quest line, or like, you know, Haunta, whatever you pronounce it, in Zatan. You can do that quest line. There's a Chimera at that tunnel. There's a few spots where mutants spawn over and over again. Game refuses to give me anything really good. Let's press to have. Whenever you're in the swamp, the game like starts putting on the fog weather at some point. Every time. It happened to me earlier too. We didn't get much loot. I mean, we got enough. I'm already weighed down, dude. And I don't want to be too weighed down while I'm artifact hunting. The main point is artifact hunting and getting any mutant parts that we come across whenever a mutant decides to attack us. I got a lot of mutant parts earlier on my other save going through this route because they spawned a lot. So... I think over here, this anomaly field is kind of crazy because all the... You mean the weird water? I might go and get the weird water. It's probably worth it. It's not that hard. They don't really you don't really get damaged too much in the weird water area. Yeah, but this one is crazy because there's like so many gravitational anomalies next to each other. I knew it. Magic cube. You know who's gonna want a magic cube? The barkeep. I got lucky with that. I don't even know if it's worth it to equip. It might be. Can I even equip it? No, I can't. I don't have enough radiation dispersion or whatever. So getting hit by a gravitational anomaly with this suit on is really not that bad. Makes sense, though. What am I trying to afford? Yeah, I know. It's pretty easy, the weird water. It's not that hard. I'm trying to afford just upgrading my stuff, really. Upgrading and repair costs. Because I want to upgrade my suit, like I said, to get as much resistance as possible to thermal and electrical. And, of course, upgrade the Saiga. We're going to be going through, like, almost the entire map with this artifact route, by the way. This is just the beginning. I'm going through the swamp in Zatan right now, but... The next one, I think, will be this. And then there's also this one over here. There's also this one right here. And I believe the claw is somewhere right here. Yep. After the claw, I believe this village has an artifact. We'll stop at S.T.A.L.K.E.R at some point. I know everybody always suggests the SSP-100i. The only thing is, like, I've seen the stats and I trust you guys. Damn, all the homies, almost all of them are dead. This guy's kind of standing there real creepy. The only thing is, it costs like $84,000. Like, well, coupons, you know, it's 84K. And right now, I'd rather just upgrade the Falcon suit and get artifacts that give me good resistances. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I know the Falcon isn't really that good for the upgrading elemental stuff, but even a little bit of elemental. And that's also why I'm here, like, hunting for artifacts, because I'm not really gonna rely on the elemental resistances for the Falcon. I'm relying on the artifacts to help me. You know? What are you doing? I think he did that because I did the little knife animation. I didn't mean to, but Skiff did it like that little knife animation. And he was like, oh. Accidentally pressed that. It's not that I don't want to get the the 100i or whatever. It's just, well, it is that I don't want to get it. It's the fact that it costs like 84k like base off rip, and I'm not willing to go into the burnt forest. I'm not willing to go into that basement to get it either, with that fire poltergeist and the poppers outside. It's just that it's expensive. You know what I'm saying? Like, if it wasn't so expensive, then I would consider it, but I'd rather, because I only have 23k right now. And then you have to keep in mind, I also have to upgrade and repair my weapons and all that other stuff, you know? I'd love to go over here, but I'm gonna go over here because I'm already weighed down and I have stuff to sell, and go to Sultansk or whatever. Yeah, I think it's the it was one of the pre-order items, this the veteran rifle, I think. I'm telling you, 1911, it one-shots blind dogs if you upgrade it. They really did, like, they either buffed the player's damage or they really decreased the health pool for the mutants. Which, I mean, a lot of people have complained about tanky enemies. That's been like one of the main complaints. I hate this spot. Like, these spots in the Zatan, they're worse than the swamp half the time, because it's like, dude, I'll just go around. Nah, I'm not playing with mods. It's always vanilla. Thank you, Mr. B. I took down a Chimera on the Gonta or Honta quest by throwing a grenade at the little red barrel that was right next to the Chimera. It took him down right away. I expected more of a fight. And really, I'm not trying to like max out my my elemental resistances either, because once you have certain artifacts and once you have certain upgrades, even for the Falcon, like, all they're gonna, like, those anomalies are gonna do is like half the damage, you know, or half your health. So it's really not that bad. Watch, I'm probably gonna die to an anomaly too on this playthrough, on this run. I guarantee it. I'm talking all this stuff. I wouldn't say the Chimera is a blind dog plus. Like, if it gets you, you're gonna die. Because I actually died to it. Like, I died to it 1 or 2 times before I killed it yesterday. I think it's an arch. I almost thought it was a thorn. I think that's the big thing with mutants now. If they catch you and they get to knock you down, they will spam attack you and you're gonna die. So it's like you either kill them or they knock you down and kill you. And I kind of like that in a way. I don't really like being knocked down and not being able to fight. But I do like where the fight is a little quick, you know? It's like you better make a decision right now. And that decision better kill that mutant or you're probably gonna die. Just like earlier in the stream when that bloodsucker ran up on me, he was about to knock me down with the move he did. And if he would have knocked me down, I probably would have died. Because he would have just sat there and spam attacked me. Just like if you let these guys hit you, they do like half damage to your health. Well, it takes half your health bar, rather. There's actually a lot more of them than I thought. See how much damage they do? It's a ridiculous amount. They have the I could die right now. There's a big possibility of me dying right now. So I'm not mad at the fact that if I get a headshot, I'm probably going to kill this thing, you know? Because if they hit you with that slam attack, you're probably going to die. I need to figure something out right now. My goodness gracious, dude. That actually had me stressed out a little bit. Yeah, it was a big group, and none of them have any parts on them, too. Jeez, dude. And I'm weighed down, too. The biggest part, I could barely run because I was so weighed down, you know? My goodness gracious. Now breathe. you saw me. I was turning purple, dude. Oh, my goodness. Thank you, Michael. I was turning purple. My breath was held. I didn't think I could, because you saw them hit me at first down here. They hit me for like 3/4 of my health, and I have almost maxed out physical protection. But the fact that they came up and pulled up on me like that kind of solidifies my point with the mutants even more. I don't mind that they're squishier now, as long as they're like Snorks. I think Snorks are probably the most engaging fight in the game currently, because if I wasn't like on my stuff just then, I would have died. Like if I wasn't moving around the way I was, if I wasn't doing what I needed to do, I would have died. If I like slacked for a few seconds, you know? And I think that's how it should be with most mutant fights. It should be quick, and you should have to like be challenged to make certain decisions. And if you make the right decision in a split second, then you win, you know? And if you make the wrong decision in a split second, you're dead. I like that kind of thing. Like that was exhilarating, you know what I'm saying? Like that was, whew, that was fun. Yeah, for sure, Claude. Yeah, exactly. There was a cliff there too. I could have really, yeah, I could have ran off the cliff. I wanted to keep the I was trying to find like crates and stuff to move in between, so they didn't move at me in a straight line, because if they were able to move at me in a straight line, they would have kept jump attacking me and they probably would have got me. Even though they could jump over those crates and those obstacles, when you put obstacles in between you and the AI, it kind of confuses it a little bit. It has to make a decision on where to move, you know. I don't know. I don't know if you've seen my DLC playthrough, but when we fought the Chimera in Lemansk there, I had to dodge it. Like I wasn't like I had to dodge it a few times and then spray my Saiga into it. You have to also keep in mind, not everybody's gonna be using a Saiga as well. Obviously, it's the most optimized way to play. Like, you should be using a Saiga. But not everybody's going to do that, so it's going to be a little more tough for other people, you know? Oh, the urchin actually gives me more... Now you saw I had to lock in. Yeah, the Saiga is the best. It's the only way to play the game, in my opinion. I'm just saving some of this stuff. We're gonna sort all this out at the end of the stream. We're gonna figure all this out, and we're gonna sell and do what we have to do. Probably like the guns and stuff. We'll probably sell that off right now. I don't really use grenades. Maybe not as much as I should. I feel a little safer being in Zatan because if an emission hits, like, there's more places to hide. Brain not braining. I don't even know why I'm right here. This lady.
Хочу...
Obtain a best-selling artifact.
But...
Ciliite, of course. It's always an artifact you don't have. It's always an artifact you don't have. I mean, I don't know. A lot of the community was upset at mutants being a little more tankier. Obviously, everybody has their own opinions on things. So it's like, I think what they did is fine. What we have right now is okay. If they want to buff some of the mutants, that's okay. But a lot of people are going to be upset if that happens. Just because at launch, the first impression of Stalker 2 was you have to put 4 magazines into a Chimera. And you even had to put a lot of ammo into stuff like flesh. And if they rebuffed certain mutants a little bit, that would be okay. But if people come back to the game and they see that certain mutants are tankier again, it's not going to be enjoyable for some people. And regardless, of course, these people have, like, these mutants, they do have different bone densities and stuff like that. But a bullet is also a bullet, you know? In my opinion. Like I said, like, even if a human being had, like, the bone density of steel or whatever, if you get shot by a shotgun like 5-6 times in the face, even if your skull is super thick, you're probably you're probably cooked. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're probably gone. Yeah, I think the biggest thing is the human enemies, like, for me right now. The human enemies need to be more improved. Because they're pretty good. When they work, they're pretty good. They just have to flatten out some of the bugs preventing human enemies not working, you know? "13 hours in on the new playthrough." I don't know if there is people who pays for all that stuff. See, like these guys. Are they friendly bandits? Oh, they're friendly bandits. I was about to say, I guess we're kind of close to Sultansk. Maybe there's Sultansk, like, A-Life AI. Which, another proof of A-Life. Look at that. Some of the Sultansk bandits. I was about to say, this is proof as to why the human AI needs to be looked at before anything. This is a kind of a dangerous anomaly field. If you get caught up in some of these, it can definitely get dangerous. I've heard, see, I don't know if it's a myth or not anymore. It's been a myth in the Stalker community for a long time that master difficulty beefs up both you and the enemy's damage. So it's like you and the enemies are both squishy. So I don't know. I haven't played veteran difficulty in so long. Like, only master is what I've played since patch 1.7, so since like November, almost a year. And this is the only difficulty I will play. Like, I refuse to play any other difficulty in Stalker. The highest difficulty is what I want, you know? And Stalker anyway, not every game. I'm not like a Dark Souls, like, fiending masochist for pain and suffering, you know what I'm saying? Another big group of snorks, and they're all gonna come after me. Makes you slow down. You got to be careful when they try to kick you. There's a bloodsucker somewhere. That's good. Yeah, it definitely ups. They definitely upped the headshot damage. I don't even know if it was this large before 2.0. I feel like 2.0 they upped the headshot damage for sure. Like, I can feel it significantly in everything, in mutants and in Maybe not even. I feel like it's just mutants. The headshot damage kind of got upped. I did finish the DLC on a different playthrough. I finished it on stream, though. I have a playlist. You can go and look at it. I finished the DLC on the, just the main story, though. I didn't really stream too many of the side quests for it. It was always 2 times on master difficulty? I don't know. I feel like things were tankier back in, a few months ago.
Готовий навчити всього, що знаю. Зайняв хишку на північ від Султанська. Заходьте.
Yeah, I see that. Tauno. I'm sorry. I'm messing your name up, dude. I see what you're saying. Like, I agree with you. Like, I'm not... Like, I do, agree that pseudo-giants and chimeras do need to be a little beefier. But I also do believe in the whole glass cannon thing as well. I think there can be a good balance between the two. You know? And there are these special ammo types. I think the game should make you, like, want to use them, you know? I'm just unlocking that just so I have it on my map. Yeah, the duty road is the better one. And I'm glad that this DLC made people realize that duty is the way to go. You know what I'm saying? Because duty is probably my favorite faction outside of the Monolith. I like the Monolith just because, you know, I like tragic stuff, like characters and stuff, you know? I guess. It's not really good, I guess, but, like, you know, the whole... That faction is tragic because they're regular people and they got, like, their whole lives taken from them, basically. Because they're brainwashed, you know? So it's overall, that's a huge, tragic story, you know, it's cool. Cool story, you know, the Monolith. But Duty, I really like Duty because they're tragic in a way, too, because they want to destroy the zone. You're not ever really going to destroy the zone, you know? At least in the sense of Stalker 2. Yeah, I agree with you I agree with that too, no. Tom. I'm gonna keep messing your name up, dude. I'm sorry. Sorry about that. Yeah, I knew they were gonna come out. Freedom did win the poll, but I think that that poll was kind of biased towards Freedom. I'm not gonna lie to you. Not gonna lie. Because some of the questions were kind of crazy, like, see this guy, he's fiending. If the render bubble distance was like just like 50 to 100 meters more, you could hear these gunshots in the distance. That's all I want. I just want to hear the gunshots in the distance, you know. I did play the DLC on master difficulty. Well, Veteran Plus, it's master difficulty, but manual saving. That's what we have on right now, too. We have manual saving right now only because I don't want to crash and then waste everybody's time, you know, having to do all this again. Because there were crash issues not too long ago, like a few days ago. Today, after that patch that they released yesterday, I haven't really had any crash issues, but you never know. By North American scrubs. Yeah, I think 50 is fine. There's some people who want 300-meter render distance. I think that there's no reason for all that, because if it's 300 meters, at that point, like, you're not even going to see any of the online activity from the A-Life. Look, he's sleeping. I think this is a respawn point for the Bayoon, by the way. Speaking of farming Bayoon, I think this is a respawn point. Be interesting if he could... Oh, what? The door just opened. That's kind of crazy. Yeah, crashes are the most dangerous anomaly in the game. Is there a quest? I don't think there's a quest line to unlock this camp. This is not Kuskovi if you're thinking about Kuskovi. Kuskovi, we gotta go down to the burnt forest too. You're never going there. The Bayoon is not that... I thought that was dogs barking. The Bayoon ain't that bad. I think the Bayoon is kind of like a mini Chimera. The Bayoon is a little tanky, though. The tanky mutants right now are the Bayoon and the Poltergeist. The Poltergeist, I think, is one of the most dangerous mutants in the game, though. Simply due to the fact, if it's an elemental Poltergeist and it's like an electric Poltergeist, it can spawn electric anomalies on you. And that's like... that can really mess you up when you're trying to dodge its, like, telekinesis attacks. I hate this. I have to wait for these anomalies to end, and this thing keeps running around. There you go. Bouncing around, rather. I'll keep the one with the weight just because I'm doing stuff like, you know, that will actually care about the weight more than the bleed resistance right now. Your fingers hurt to the bone. Is it because you've been grinding out, like you've been playing a lot? My fingers been hurting too, man. Why is my health all the way down? Did I get hit by one of those anomalies? Did y'all see that? My health was at like half health. Yeah, I mean, they feel tanky. Maybe most of my shots are being missed when I shoot at them, but they do feel pretty tanky. I think they should switch the tankiness of Poltergeists and definitely up they should buff a little bit the health of the Chimera for sure. I'd say at least 1 Saiga mag, 1.5 Saiga mag for a Chimera. And that's, the Saiga mag is just a measurement that I use. But 1.5 Saiga mag could mean like two assault rifle mags or something like that. You know what I'm saying? And then the Pseudo Giant, I think at least 2.5 Saiga mags. If that's fair. But yeah, the cats are tanky too, which is kind of weird. The cats are definitely like tanky. Are these the same snorks I avoided earlier? I have to use the bathroom. I'll be right back. The thing is, when they like do certain like changes, they don't always put them in the patch notes. I feel like I forget the code for over here. I'm not gonna lie, I'm about to look it up. About to look up the code over here, because I mean, I've already done this puzzle once. I feel like when I've done the puzzle, like, who cares about doing it again? You can call me a cheater, but this isn't really like game-changing loot in here, you know? Yep. How about this? While I look it up, I'll have the game on, so if anything happens, I could die or something. That makes y'all, because I know somebody's gonna try to call me a cheater or something like that. Yep. Did y'all know you could just use your numbers to turn the thing, which I thought was pretty cool when I first found that out. Yeah, I know you can see it from up high, but I've already done that before, like 400 something hours in, like I don't need to do that again. It's not the most time consuming thing, but we already really were like at the sand mine, but the sand mine low-key might have an anomaly there, like an artifact. I'm trying to remember where these artifacts are. Oh, we already got the artifact there, that's why. I guess we can go towards like the cordon or something like that. Maybe use that as like a resting place to drop off loot. And while we're going towards there, we can loot some of the artifacts, maybe. It's getting dark out though. It do be getting dark. Yeah, the burr never gets to take my Saiga. I always rush the burr. They have been a pain though, some burrs that I've come across in 2.0, they have been a pain. Because if you don't get to them before they put up that shield, you're just gonna... If they don't have guns around them, it'll be easier because they'll just have the shield up. But if they have guns around them, you're probably gonna die. I would never go into like any area with a burr that has a gun, like a room of guns like they usually do. Yeah, the Yaniv station is the best like money maker in the game. Especially with the artifacts. Those artifacts are usually found in like scanners close to Yaniv. Cause there's like a scanner in Jupiter. There might be one in Pripyat. And there's a scanner in the Red Forest with the pseudo deer. And those scanners usually have the artifacts that she asks you for. The game, they definitely designed it that way too. The only thing is when you ask her for those jobs where she has you go and attack people, the job can be like on the other side of the the barrier, and it's like you can't even get there if you're early on in the like before the point where you can get to Pripyat. I know you can jump over the Pripyat or the barrier wall early or whatever, I know, but I've never done that, so I'm not even willing to do that. Kind of a narrow area. Killer skiff. Oh yeah, I can use night vision with these. They don't even know. Got his ass. Nice. You got a VS? Nice, dude. I didn't expect to see like a loner with a Vintar so early. Maybe that's that A-life working, you know? Or maybe I'm just tripping. I think the MVGs did get improved, if I'm not mistaken, from the update 2.0 patch, at least from what people have said. I've always used MVGs, but a lot of these things I don't really notice. Like, a lot of people say certain things are improved, but I don't know. I always thought the game looked at least pretty decent. It obviously looks way better now, thank God. But, I always thought the game looked pretty decent, you know? Seven more Bayun whiskers, and I could get 92 grand. Yeah, MVGs do need light to see things in real life. Damn, I feel like I should get more for that crap. That's kind of crazy. Those master difficulty prices are crazy. It's because I'm not like friendly with some of these places that I'm selling stuff to. But other save, I got them like green. The traders, you know. Alright, let's go down to Corden. How often do I save? As often as possible. Like I said, this is manual saving, so I'm able to quick save, and I quick save every few seconds. Well, every like minute or so, just in case it crashes now. But when I regularly play on like a manual save slot, then I'll quick save pretty often. I don't know, I got that from playing the original trilogy, quick saving. It's a habit. see who's over here. Looks like it's, yeah. Yeah, I have my usually my permadeath streams are master difficulty with expedition mode. Like I said, the only reason I have manual saving on is due to the fact that there's crashes lately after the release of patch 2.0. And regardless, this is like an expedition mode because if I die, that's it. You know what I'm saying? This is permadeath. If I die, I restart from the beginning, so that's more than expedition mode, that's life mode. Oh. I'm glad a bullet puts these guys down if you hit them in the head, you know? I didn't mean to pick that up. Actually, let me see. Yeah, I restart the full game if I die. I go all the way back to the beginning. Phosphorus, I thought. Is that what you always talking about? Something like that. Took these guys out easy. I bet you when we walk over here, there's going to be an NPC that's standing right at this anomaly over here. He's been here since patch 1.7, and GSC refuses to remove him for whatever reason. And there he is. Just as I said. There's always this guy just standing here at this anomaly. I reported it during testing. I said, hey, GSC, this guy has been here forever. They didn't do anything about it. You guys think it's worth it going into this anomaly field at night? Can't even see anything? Nope. Not worth it to me. We'll go to sleep at the Rookie Village, come back up this way. The thing with master difficulty and like the technicians, you know, not having friendly technicians that you can repair stuff at, I'm like broke, you know? Even right now, we're trying to make money, but to make money, you gotta spend some money. I only got 28,000. Spending the money is the fact that you gotta reduce the durability of your items, you know? I think it would be cool if there was a toggle for an Iron Man toggle or something like that, Iron Man or permadeath or one life, that when you died it would delete your save automatically. Everything is set up by save file in Stalker 2 anyway, you know? They have only 3 different save files. You can't name your saves, unfortunately. I don't know why. That's one thing I like when a game lets you name your save, you know. I think it's phosphorus is just like the method in which they make like those kind of night visions. So the blue and the black and white are probably both phosphorus in nature, if that makes sense, maybe. It's just that the blue one in the game is blue instead of black and white, but they're both like phosphorus kind of NVGs. True. I really wish the stats tab showed how many days you survived. That's the only thing that I was disappointed to see when I started testing 2.0 and I opened up the stats tab and there was no like days in the zone stat. To be honest, they can replace blueprints found with days in the zone, to be honest with you. I don't even care how many blueprints I've found. You know? Care more about how many days I've spent. I think Red Dead 2 has something like that too. Is there like a... Jeez, dude. There's like a crazy like tinnitus kind of noise. I have tinnitus, like the ringing in your ears. You know what game is really bad with that? The Metro series. Like they loved putting that tinnitus sound effect at certain times and it would blare in your ear. I even turned it off in the accessibility settings in Metro, and it still blared in my ear. Crazy. Yeah, the maximum kill distance is bugged. Super bugged. It's hot in this room, boy. I'm about to have it open.
Жив.
I need money.
Можу. У селі новачків бувають не лише зелені сталкери, а ще й золоті. Синок якогось багатенького татуся зібрався в зону за гострими відчуттями. Хоче, щоб я до його приходу все в найкращому вигляді організував. Хрін його знає, скільки він протримається, але заробити ми встигнемо. Дістанеш ствола, який йому потрібен.
What kind of gun? VS Vintar? Damn, I just had one, bro. That's alright, we can get another. Oh, I have to sell some stuff too. Yeah, really chill tunes. I'd take an AS Val over the VSS any day, to be honest with you. But AS Val, it's such a pretty looking weapon to me.
Радий бать. Та тут. Рад.
Gotta keep the repair prices low, bro. While I was in Zatan, I should have picked up the 1911 that has the extended mag on it,
Аго,
bro.
сталкере. Маєш хвилину?
I don't care about what this guy got to say. I just feel like there's gonna be an mission soon, you know? I can't wait for the new Metro. The new Metro is gonna be, well, it seems like it's gonna be peak. Gonna be very good. Dude, when you're all worn out, tired after looking at the screen for a few hours, you know, playing Stalker or whatever, and you come to Sidorovich's bunker and he's playing, just close your eyes, let your eyes rest a bit. I think somebody on stream in a past stream said they didn't like this song. He said I sound like one of the NPCs. How so? By the way, I have an Easter egg in this game with my name on it. I don't know if anybody's... I know somebody in my stream a few days ago mentioned it. Let me know if any of you guys have found it as well. It's a pretty cool Easter egg. And a mission is coming. Oh, yeah. I can feel it in my knees, dude. My knees hurt. There must be an mission. The radio songs are peak. There's like... I think the DLC, or like patch 2.0, added like 200 more songs to the radio. No, like... Sidorovich's radio is the only radio that I've heard repeat. Like, every radio in this game has played, like, a different song since the launch of the game. It's very, very, very rare that I've ever heard a song repeat in this game. It's crazy. Let me go ahead and see this place over here. Let me know if you guys, anybody has seen my new Faction Wars video where I was yapping. Talking about how I want, faction wars in Stalker 2. Like, it's kind of spoilery to the DLC, but I'm down to talk about it on stream right now. If anybody's seen that video. Cause that, yeah, if they don't, add in that, at least the function that they had in the DLC, it's a very basic faction war, territory war system that they added into the DLC, by the way. Very, very basic. If they don't add something like that into the game, I think it's a huge missed opportunity. Huge. Oh! Look at these. These are so cool, dude. These anomalies right here. Very cool. You saw it earlier today, Caution? What's up, Caution Ramen? Ooh. Too bad I don't have enough, like, radiation protection. I would use this right now, dude. I'm gonna keep that. That's a good find right there. We got a compass. Who mentioned a compass earlier? You jinxed me for the good. Yeah. You jinxed me, dude. Thank you for mentioning that. Yeah, I'm not selling it. Definitely not selling it. Oh. The homie. The signs are telling me to get the SSP. You know what? If today's run of loot and artifacts and mutant parts is so good that I can afford that suit, I'll get the suit just for you guys. I'm willing. The only thing about it is I like the Falcon suit. I'm just so used to it, you know. I'm just like comfortable with the Falcon suit. But if this loot run is successful and this artifact run is super successful, you know, we'll go ahead and get it. We'll look into it. You have my word. Is that from the Dark Knight? I'm a man of my word. Or am I tripping? There's an artifact inside the Death Cave. Yeah, no, I'm good. I'm looking at the interactive map. Nah, I'm good. There's a stash over here. It might be worth it to kill some of these bandits. Yeah, I've never bought a suit in this game. Are the other ones aggroed on me now? If there is. Dark Knight, yeah. The Joker. Heath Ledger, my boy. These bandits did this?
Что-то тут мутно.
Что-то тут. I'd like to hear like more jokes from the enemies. I'm assuming they have them. I like that stealth is a lot more viable now, especially compared to what it was in 1.0. There was like no stealth. Yeah, 4-2-30 is so nice.
Что-то тут мутно.
I almost didn't want to kill him. He's playing good tunes, dude. How much time would I spend with the faction wars if it was fully fledged out across the whole map? If it was fully fledged, like, because in that video and the way that the DLC does it is that it's like a quest line that starts and then there'll be like a few territories that populate and you'll see allied assault squad, enemy assault squad, and it takes like 30 to 40 minutes in this little region, right? If they were to implement the faction war system and it was across the map, I think you could spend a lot of time with it. But if it was the way that it was in the DLC, where it's like a repeatable quest, and I think it should be this way. My bad. I think it should be this way where after Circa, every faction should be seen fighting each other that in the lore they would fight each other. Duty and Freedom should be fighting each other because in the base game before the DLC even came out, people were talking about how Duty and Freedom were fighting each other due to the fact that Ward had no authority really after the Circa event. So as you're naturally playing the game, you should be able to see factions fighting each other, right? I think that the faction war system should only be interacted with if you want to interact with it. I think in the background, A-Life, they should be taking territories, and then after a certain number, like let's say Freedom took a few of these territories from Duty in the cement factory. After a certain number of these territories were taken, there should be a repeatable quest that should be able to populate from Veronin at the cement factory or from another Duty member or whatever. A Duty leader should ask you, similar to how they do in the DLC. What happens is, in the DLC, I was fighting right here, and then Zulu called in and said, hey, help our guys, and then a bunch of little green circles and red circles populated saying like allied outpost, enemy outpost, and you could see the allied assault squads in the game. I think, like I said, Freedom should be able to take these. Duty should ask you to do a quest or whatever, and then you can help them take it back from Freedom real quick. They give you like 40,000 coupons because that's how much they give you in the DLC. So it's worth actually doing these quests because it takes a lot of bullets. And the DLC, it took a lot of bullets to do that. So they give you a decent reward, maybe like some coupons, an artifact. And then after that, you go on your merry way. Maybe Freedom doesn't like you anymore. Maybe they still like you. Maybe you're like a mercenary contractor where it doesn't really affect your relationships with the different hubs. Or maybe it does. You know what I'm saying? So I think that that's how it should be done. That it's a repeatable quest kind of thing. But that's like the simplest version that they already have in the game, mind you. Because the DLC represents... Look at that. It just crashed. DLSSG preset failed. Look at that. It crashed, dude. As I was talking. It always crashes whenever I pause for a while or like I'm stopped moving and then I move again. I think it should be a tech demo. It could be fully fledged, maybe. This is why I turned manual saving on. We should be good. I think I quick saved. But yeah, the crashing is bad, dude. I've never crashed in Stalker 2 until the update 2.0. So I know it's not my PC. Like, it's something to do with GSC, you know? They need to fix that. Yeah, I can. I have to figure out how to do that. Just remind me, Caution Rama. I don't know how to, like, go into the log or whatever. Yeah, I have enough memory in my hard drive. I always keep, like, a few hundred gigabytes on all my, at least a few hundred gigabytes. I think I have, like, a terabyte on my C drive. Yeah, Bethesda games do crash. I think going back to the faction war system, I think it is kind of a tech demo kind of thing. I think they're testing the system in that little quest that was in the DLC. And if they don't bring those quests into the main game, I think it's a huge mistake on GSC's part. Like, I would be severely disappointed. It's not exactly the advanced system that I wanted, and that's okay. But if they added that simple, repeatable quest for you to interact with, you know? Okay, we still have the compass. Maybe it's because I just upgraded updated the driver today. Maybe it's that. I got the new driver that came out today. But earlier it was running really good with the new driver, so I don't know. I think the Arab is like an early version. Oh my god. Are they aggroed or no? I think the Arab is like an early version of the Karad. I think it's decent. I did a DD, like every time I upgrade my graphics driver. Oh! I do a DDU, like uninstall and everything. Like I don't just do it from the NVIDIA app. I uninstall the driver I had before and then I reinstall the one. Or I install the new one. Yeah, he was He was. I didn't know he was in this corner hiding like that. He might have tried. They do try to like melee you, because they. I seen a loner, I think, kick a dog earlier while they were fighting a dog. So he might have tried to kick me just then. But yeah, I do all that for the for updating graphics drivers, because I don't want to have to deal with anything, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, the last thing I want is for it to be my PC that's the reason that games are crashing and all that and not performing well. I'd rather it be the game itself, because I don't want to have to deal with going into the files and doing all this extra stuff, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, I can post that crash log. You just have to remind me later, Caution. I might not remember. Remind me later, like ping me in Discord or whatever, and I'll and we'll figure it out how to, because I don't even know how to access the crash log, to be honest with you. Like, I know you see that little crash log when it crashes initially, but I don't know how to like access the thing after the fact. Yeah, I agree. The Arab, I think it's like slightly less damage than the Karad. Like slightly. But the Arab, I think, is a very viable weapon. You can bring it into late game if you use certain bullets, you know, and you probably do certain upgrades. Your new driver, yeah, I'm sure it probably does, but just in case, I had which is probably not the driver's fault, to be honest with you, but actually Caution Ramen helped me with it. Before Stalker 2 came out, my PC was not running like it should have. Like, I should have been getting like 100 or like way more frames per second than I was in Cyberpunk. And I was getting like 20 to 30 FPS less. And it's because, like, I think I probably had like corrupt graphics drivers on my damn, they looted all these guys. Corrupt graphics drivers on my computer because I upgraded from my RTX 3080 FE to my RTX 4070 Ti Super. And I must not have, like, done it correctly, you know? So I had to go through the whole DDU thing. And ever since, I've just been using DDU every time I upgrade my driver, just in case, you know? The Karad does look better, but they both look decent, you know? But I think the Karad does look better. That's why I like to use the Karad over the Nipro as well. Because I don't really like the way the Nipro looks. I rarely like the way bullpup rifles look. I like it when the gun has the magazine in front of the trigger, but instead of like behind it. I think it looks funny. It's the best. It's the best whenever Stone Blood. It's the best whenever an artifact is in those razors. It probably, yeah, it might be a DLSS or frame gen problem. It is pretty bulky, but I kind of like the bulkiness of it, or I like the design of it. But I get what you're saying. It is a little bulky. Yeah, I'm not really worried about the performance of the game, though, as much as I am, like, the stability of the game. Like, I've always ran the game all on Epic with frame gen, DLAA. Since launch, I've been running it this way. Everything maxed out. And I've always had, like, above, I don't know, or around 100 FPS with that. And I've been good. It's just, with the release of Update 2.0, the game is unstable for some reason. I've never had a crashing problem in Stalker 2 until the release of Update 2.0. I know some people have had crashing problems before this, and I know there's a lot of people right now who are currently crashing, like even after the update, same as me, you know? So I think it's on GSC. It's the game's problem more than it is like my hardware or something like that, you know? He's got a gun on his back and a gun. I've seen that glitch a few times. The GP3? As in like the G3? Oh, look at that, dude. Hold on. Look at the bloodsucker. Oh, it looked kind of yellow from here. I kind of wanted to come over here. If he hasn't aggroed on me, we might be able to watch him eat a body. He like waddled away. During testing, I was like in the garbage somewhere on top of a building. I saw a bloodsucker kill a squad pretty far out, and then I saw him eating the squad. Like he was like eating on them. It was pretty cool. He's posted up. Come on, buddy. Did I just kill him from that? I've heard Xbox has crashing problems as well. I just killed him from that. These NPCs must have weakened him or something, dude. They must have weakened him or something, because I think I just headshot him and he's done. 1911. This proves 1911 is the best sidearm in the game. You can't deny that now. Come on now. 1911 is king. (1911) one shots bloodsucker. You've seen it here first. Can't even deny it, dude. Appreciate you, Gergo. 1911 is the GOAT. I think it's just the, like I said, it's the game itself. I don't think it has to do with DLSS or frame gen in particular. I think it's just the way that the new engine is interacting with different people's hardware. It's on GSC overall, because like I said, I was using DLAA with frame gen. I had no issues. DLAA with frame gen during testing, tested for hours, didn't have a single crash. But as soon as the new update 2.0 public release came out, it started crashing. I think it has something to do with the DLC areas, because the DLC areas are pretty chunky. The Lord's caliber, facts. 45. A 10mm. (10mm) and like Fallout. Let's get a, yeah, I need that. I'd like to see like another cool handgun, like an AN-94 or something. The SIG 550, I think somebody said on one of the streams. I'd like to see something like that. I'd like to see another shotgun. I just want more guns. I want to see a repeater in the zone. Maybe you get it from a mercenary or something. I'd like to see a repeater. That would be pretty cool. Maybe a 45 caliber repeater. Yeah, I know. There are like 10mm weapons in real life, right? Like they're like handguns and stuff. I feel like I've seen them before. I just don't remember where on the internet. Like not in person. Or aren't there like certain rifles that are 10 millimeter? Another bloodsucker you can hear in the distance. We could go over to the ribs, but it sounds like there's a bloodsucker there. .10 millimeter SMG would be. There's all kinds of like different calibers for like the same rifle and stuff too, though. I'd like to see like a unique weapon that is only 10 millimeter, you know what I'm saying? Like, because you can get like, can't you get like 308 versions of like assault rifles and stuff like that? Like some M4 kind of platform or 416 or whatever people be using in like the LARPing community. I want to see an M4. I think that's the biggest thing I want to see, though. I want to see an M4. I know we already have like a few 5.56. A few 5.56 rifles in the game, but I think M4 would look beautiful. Like, I just like the way it looks better than the 416, to be honest. I don't really like the way the 416 looks at all. Especially in this game, it looks too chunky to me. But, Stone Blood. I'll keep that too. I'll keep the Stone Blood just in case. I'm keeping all these artifacts at first just in case anybody who gives quest lines wants them, you know? Then we'll see how we distribute them. All right, I'll be right back. I have to use the bathroom real quick. Tuna gun. Dude, I hate that kind of gun, dude. I hate those like Halo looking guns. Like, oh my gosh. I know a lot of people like them. Nah, I think they should add every single gun that they can, to be honest. At the end of the day, I'll just use the gun that I want to use anyway. Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. They already have so many 5.56 rifles. It's like they're probably not going to add it. Unfortunately, but like I said, like the 416, I don't like the way it looks compared to an M4. Like, I think an M4 looks better. Just on aesthetics, you know?
Знайшов артефакт? Не спіши на розсок. Зазирни в мій ларьок. Кращі купони на КПК, ніж дірка в спані.
Let's go to the ribs.
Значить, скоро дощ.
feel like I've been around a lot more gravitational anomaly fields than anything else. I feel like we only seen one electrical anomaly field, which is perfectly fine. Electrical anomaly fields will mess you up. Very good way to die. I remember when they showed like footage of this anomaly or whatever, everybody was like, whoa. Oh. I knew it was gonna be something I probably already had. I think I already had this. $300 hours? Dude, I have like 400 something hours, dude. Dude, the weapon balancing and bullet stuff is like a whole other topic. I feel like the fact that you can't really use like an AK 545 like late game, you know, simply because the devs want it to be like an early game gun and they balanced it that way. Like, that's like a whole other topic. I don't think the ballistics should be realistic. I think the ballistics, if you want realistic ballistics rhymed, you should probably just download a mod, you know? I think mods are fine to add in those realistic kind of ballistics. But I do like when a video game allows you to have more options in what you can use, instead of balancing as to where everybody's probably going to be using a Karad or an E-Pro at the end of the game. I think that guns should just feel unique to each other. I think Ghost Recon Wildlands does this pretty well. Every gun is viable, but they just have different ways that you need to play with them. I think that's like the coolest thing any developer can do in terms of like gun balancing in video games. 1,000 hours? That's true. There would be no point to upgrade if it was realistic. And that's why I said, like, I don't think it should be realistic, but I also like it when the game has a ton of guns. I've never used the Rat Killer. I've never used a lot of guns. You could say it's because I know exactly where the Saiga is in the, like, I could just get the Saiga as soon as you leave the Lesser Zone. That's a fair point. But I think every gun should be usable to an extent by the end of the game. I think that you would feel more, you'd be more inclined to upgrade the gun that you have and like keep it, which would be like a realistic experience in real life. Like I said, it's a video game. It doesn't have to be real life. But in real life, if you enter the zone or an area like the zone, you're probably going to stay with the same gun, clean it, and modify it. And that's it. You know what I'm saying? You're probably not going to be switching off guns unless you really want to, or you have like the storage space to do that. I don't know about Breakpoint. Like I said, Wildlands, I feel like does it pretty well. Like Breakpoint is pretty decent too. But like I said, I think giving players more variety in their options from to be able to use every gun in the game, I think that's a better way to go than to make it, oh, you can't use the AK anymore because you just can't. Like, I want, like, I as the game developer designed the game so have to use the Karad in the late game, or you're just going to be wanting to rip your hair out with how little damage the AK does. You know what I'm saying? And if you were able to use if all these guns were viable to use, it would give more variety. It would give more replayability, because, oh, maybe this playthrough I just want to stick to an AK-74U the whole game. It should still be difficult in the late game. It should still be a challenge to use that kind of gun, but it shouldn't be just like, oh, it's like you're shooting a water gun at somebody because that's how I designed the game. You know what I'm saying? I have not died. They did add a new AK that's endgame viable. It's chambered in 9x39. Oh! I thought these guys were stalkers for some reason. I don't know why I thought that. I'm glad I could be here to entertain. That is what I'm here for. I think I'm gonna upload this VOD. I'm gonna edit it a little bit, and I'm gonna create like a go to sleep 2 video, like go to sleep while I hunt artifacts or something like that in Stalker 2. I'm gonna create a YouTube video out of this live stream, because I'm recording it right now as well as streaming it. So look out for that if you guys are interested. I mean, you guys are already watching it, you know, but yeah, just for anybody who doesn't really watch stream VODs, I guess. I never really watched stream VODs, me personally, like on YouTube. Where did I get the Saiga? You can get the Saiga from the vehicle graveyard right here at this exact point in the map in Yantar. The 9x39 is rare at first, but when you start fighting zombies and even like military, they have the ability to use about 9x39, and it starts getting plentiful to an extent. It's like medium plentiful, you know. Yeah, the Wildlands Breakpoint has a lot of really good mechanics. I really love Breakpoint. Like, I played Breakpoint before I played Wildlands. I just started playing Wildlands like a few weeks ago because of that update. And we'll see if this artifact respawned. It probably didn't. If not, we might go to the Burnt Forest, because there's some Bayun over here, and there's a SKS over here, and the taped mag for the Saiga. But yeah, Wildlands has a really good lived-in world. Like, I really enjoyed it. But yeah, Breakpoint is really good as well. If Breakpoint and Wildlands combined, you know, as to where you're fighting like in that lived-in kind of world, I love that we can come across these things where you could find dead bodies of stuff that happened in the offline A life. Like this, like before, it would have to happen online to an extent, you know. But now you could just come across bodies. Like, I love that. This is what I wanted out of A life from the beginning, like from the launch of the game. And now we have it, and I'm having the time of my life, dude. Like, I can't get enough of it. It doesn't stop getting good. I haven't gotten tired of it. Even when we first started doing PERMADEATH streams in November, I barely played off stream because, like, they didn't have that replayable aspect. They didn't have that dynamic aspect as much as I wanted it to. But now we have that. I've been playing it off stream, and I don't get tired of it, dude. I think the Spartan mode is a mod, isn't it?
Напишу тому Васицю. Запитаю, що там по варіантам.
Text that warden.
Та ти захолупав вже своєю вартою.
Why don't you try texting a girl instead? Yo, he said. Yo, that's hilarious. That's hilarious. It's funny. I'd never heard that voice line from them. I've heard them like argue about the different factions, but I did not know they said that. Like, I've always seen them talk about the different factions, and I've never seen them there again. They're like staying there. That's hilarious. He said, "Why don't you get rid of that yee ass haircut?" That's oh, that's funny, bro. That was peak, actually. I knew there would be an artifact. Chemical, you gotta be careful around the chemical anomalies. They can trip you up. They can kill you real quick. If you stand in one of these fruit punch anomalies for too long, you will die. Really easy way to die. I feel like this thing is right here. And how am I supposed to get to that, you know? Yeah, you better move. They're giving me a lot of low-level artifacts, dude. I am trying to, like, farm as many mutants that we come across as possible. Like, it's just the A-Life system, it's been kind of lacking in mutants. Like, there hasn't been too many mutants that we've come across. But like I said, I'm going down to the Burnt Forest because I want that SKS, I want that taped mag for the Saiga, and there's a Bayun right here. There might be a few other things. There's poppers over here. This is the worst area in the game. I hate this. I never come here. Like, I hate this area. There's also the Hornhead here. That's where you farm Hornhead horns. And you get a lot of money from the Malachite lady for that. So I think you could also bring mutant parts to Hanta, if I'm not mistaken, after completing his quest line. Yeah, Metal Gear Solid 5, I really like. I really enjoy Metal Gear Solid 5 when when they started repeating the missions in the game, I just was not interested. Like, especially the missions with the like those like super soldiers. I was like, I don't want to keep doing this. Like, I don't want to do this. At the end of the story, Proxy. I wonder if there's going to be an mission. Well, what time is it? It's very possible. The sky looks like it could be. I don't know if I should climb all the way up. Yeah, not worth it. I think I'll go over here. Probably get the Night Stalker. I think there used to be an AS Val over at this stash where the Night Stalker is now, if I'm not mistaken. I could be mistaken, though. Stalker 2 needs a haunted house. It has one. Have you played the DLC? Play the DLC and tell me if a certain region isn't a haunted house, basically. I don't know. Freedom, at least in the DLC, they're kind of, you know, they just send mercs and stuff to kill people. Duty will do it themselves. You know what I'm saying? But I heard footsteps. There's always wardens here too. There's supposed to be 2 DLCs. And a lot of people are speculating it's going to be Cold Island. I don't know if you know what that is, but... Look at that. Wow, weak stash, dude. Weak. But what killed these guys, you know? We'll see. I don't know. I'm gonna check all duties. I mean Freedom style. Oh, it was Snorks. I'm gonna check out Freedom side of the story after like off stream or whatever. But I still side with Duty, like outside of story or anything like that. Duty is where it's at. And technically, if we want to get technical about it, while Mavka probably has some of the original Freedom like morals or whatever, or principles, the thing is, when you go and talk to McLuhan after the story, if you side with Freedom, I mean, if you side with Duty, and this is spoilers, McLuhan don't got too much good to say about Mavka. So it's like, are you really fighting Duty, or are you just fighting like a subset of Duty? You know, I mean, are you really fighting Freedom, or are you fighting a subset of Freedom? And vice versa, are you helping Freedom, or is it a subset? You know what I'm saying? Exactly, caution. Exactly. I can't like formulate some of my words, bro. Oh my god. Oh. Deadly anomalies. Dangerous mutants. You heard that stutter, bro? That was bad. What's up, Team Elmo? Why am I a Duty Crusader? I don't know. I just like Duty, bro. Like I said earlier, Monolith and Duty are my favorite because really Duty is fighting like a war they can't really win. You're not going to be able to destroy the zone. But I also don't think you should like try to use something that all these scientists also used, you know? These scientists used and they like didn't get these results that they got. It just never works out. You could see like the Circa event in the main story. Yeah, plus the Duty has drip. You know? The black and red and gray. Kind of drippy. It's kind of like what I would want to wear. You know what I'm saying? Over some like green and yellow. It's like there's vomit colors and then there's, you know, peak colors. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying though. McLuhan isn't like a... I know Mavka and McLuhan don't have like the same ideology. Like I recognize that Mavka is more in line with like actual freedom ideologies, and I recognize that McLuhan isn't a decent. He's a crook, and he's like all about the money. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause you could get that from even when you don't side with freedom. But like, the thing is, I still don't agree with trying to use what they're trying to use in the freedom like storyline. I wouldn't agree with that in real life, you know. Usually my first playthrough, I do whatever I would actually do. You know what I'm saying? Like in terms of story choices. I'm trying to get to this thing, but I don't know why it's giving me such a hard time. Trying to find a decent way onto this, like, this wooden, but it's not. Is it because of the gun? Okay. Oh, it's the A.S. Levina blueprint, but I can't. I can't get to this gun. Like, what's going on here? I haven't gotten this gun in like forever because I never really used the Night Stalker, and I'm probably not going to use it. There is another hole, right? That's what I figured. I was like, there's another way to. There has to be, because like, yeah, right here. Yeah, now I remember. Yeah, this gun doesn't really, like, I know a lot of you guys like it, but it's like, like, I always love that noise, to be able to hear the 1911 sing. To hear it sing. Peak. There hasn't been an emission. I'm probably jinxing myself. I bet you 5 minutes from now. 5 minutes from now there will be. Metagamer. Yeah, no doubt the 1911 is cool and is probably better in terms of ammo, but the the Night Stalker, you know, but the 1911, dude, my god. Being able to take that suppressor off and hear it while you're shooting at mutants or something. So this is like a loot and an artifact run. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Like, oh, you see that little lag? That was kind of crazy. Thanks, babe. The name of the main weapon, this is all the weapons. The 4-230, the Saiga D12, and the 1911. That's all the stuff I have on me right now. I'm gonna go ahead and go to over here. I just got my dinner. Oh yeah. I gotta eat. It would be nice if an emission hit, so I could eat. Not waste time. Creepy. What could possibly go wrong? Will an emission hit? It's getting a little dark. Oh. Who is who? Yeah, they did. They added it in the 2.0 update. Oh. Oh! My aim isn't the best. It's not like it was, that's for sure. What's going on here? What's going on here? Am I shooting at the, is the branch blocked? Because I know I hit a few of those. No, it's because I am quick saving because my game crashes. My game actually crashed not that long ago. I turned manual saving on. It's still master difficulty, but it's just with manual saving. Because I don't want to waste time. I don't want to have to get kicked back all the way to somewhere else while we're streaming, you know. I like the Karad, but I think the Nipro is better. Before we get into fighting these cats, I want to take a few bites of my dinner. Real quick. Are people shooting at this thing? Why are there people in the water? That was a weird... I just saw like a flicker or something. Oh, these things are already dead? There's definitely another one somewhere. There's like 3 of them here. Like I told y'all, I'm pretty sure this spot they can respawn, you know. There's like a cat spawn, the Bayou spawn. And if you get 9 of them, you get like 92 grand. At Malachite. Come on. Yeah. There must have been an A-Life encounter here. Yeah, there's like... Oh, and they have the Bayou. Dude. I love 2.0. Even if it's not stable, even if there's crashing, you could not come across a few dead Bayou before in like a scripted location. You could not come across this. Now you can. A few dead Bayou and a few dead bandits. and the bandits have a Bayun part on them, that's peak. That's peak if I've ever seen it, dude. I know there's this food in here in the stash, so I'm gonna try to go to the Saiga Mag. You hear that? They spawned in again. I told y'all, for some reason, on update 2.0, the mutants spawn in like right away. It's weird. And it's 2 of them. So this is a good spot to farm these Bayou Whiskers because you will get a lot of money. Where is he? Because they will shoot me to death. I need to be careful, even though they're friendly. Well, these are Bayun. They're like mini chimeras, in my opinion. The way they move like a chimera. Nah, I ain't gonna die. We're good. The most dangerous spots in this game are like the story moments, you know. Alright, I'm gonna take a few more bites. That was eventful. Electricity and platforming truly is my worst enemy. You're not wrong. I hope it's not too late for you to order some chicken wings or something, Obsidian. I think it's definitely chicken wing time. If you're hungry, bro, order yourself some chicken wings, bro, for sure. So there's like some containers somewhere around here by Orbita. Yeah, right here. I'll be on vacation this week coming up, so there's not going to be many streams happening until like after the 7th. Best believe I'll be ordering some chicken wings while I'm on vacation. SKS. Probably one of the best guns in the game, and take a Stalker mag. We are cooking. We are cooking. I repeat, we are cooking. It's the only way to go. Too bad we don't have Kaskovi. That would be nice. Don't even have Hercules. Oh, chunky. Oh.
Що-то тут мутно.
Those are some bandits or something. Depends how much 7.62 I have. Frozen wings at home? Oh yeah, dude. Utilize them right now. Right here is where it is. It's right to the west of Orbita in the burnt forest. Oh, look at the, oh man. Are you kidding me? Look at the lighting. Is that not peak? Is this not what peak is? Look at this. Hold on. Oh, this kind of ruined it. That ruined it just now. That upset me. I was about to take a screenshot and everything. Wow. Wow. Burning Rift. Isn't this, Yeah, it is. Yeah, game is peak. Peak game. Yeah, the game ruined it with that lightning strike. What's up, Call Panda? Dude, I hope you all are having a good day, dude. I hope everyone in this stream is having a good day. I hope everyone is having fun with Stalker 2 if you're playing it. If not, I hope you're having fun watching me play, you know? I appreciate y'all. Dead Sponge. I feel like Barkeep needed a Dead Sponge. Maybe in a different save. Probably in a different save. I have like 2 artifacts that Barkeep would want. A Magic Cube and a Dead Sponge. We're gonna see if I can't fight this deer. Probably not a good idea while I'm weighed down. Slide that Dead Sponge. I'll mail it to you, bro. I'm doing swell. After that Witcher 3 remaster news yesterday, I'm doing fantastic. That got me so hyped, I don't even think you understand. If you guys are interested in Witcher 3, I'm probably not going to stream it, but I'm going to be making some videos towards the end of September. That is for sure. Well, you know, probably August actually, because it comes out the end of September. I'm also making Blood of the Dawnwalker videos whenever that comes out as well, in like a week. But they might be a little late. Stalker 2 really is my bread and butter in terms of content. I appreciate you, Obsidian. The Stalker 2 will never end. I promise you that. But I do like to, I like to make videos on other games, you know? Let's try this out. I never use like regular weapons for mutants, but I actually killed a mutant with an SKS. I think it was a poltergeist in the DLC. This is like what patch 1.5 or 1.6 with the something like hunter update or whatever they included. This is what it is, bro. We're hunting a deer right now. We're taking it real slow. Hopefully it doesn't spot me with the night vision. This is peak Stalker. I feel like this is what an actual Stalker would do. Oh, dude. I think its sides are armored. Oh, I don't even have... Oh, man, I can't even see it. Did I kill it? Oh! There's another one. No, get up! Alright. There's two of them. Oh, there's two of them that spawn here. Okay. Usually there's one, I feel like. He got killed in a lot, like, less shots than I expected. I thought it would, like, every time that I've killed him in previous saves, like, he's died, not as fast. Maybe it's because they were fought, like, because there's bodies here of, like, other Stalkers. Maybe it's because they were in a previous engagement. That's why it took... Because, I mean, that's what happened to that Bloodsucker earlier that we headshot. He died instantly. I think it's because they already fought. There was one right here, right? Where did his body go? I shot it from... It was, like, right here. Am I tripping? I can't be tripping. Everything is the same color. Right? There was two here. There were surely two here. And I killed one at first with the SKS. Because he didn't teleport. I just don't know where his body went. I'm confused. I want my other hornhead part. Look at the, like, fireflies. There's no, like... I'm very confused. I keep thinking that this is it. Because I was... Oh, there's... I think those are mercenaries. I think that's the person on from Merc. I need to get to Malachi, dude. I guess... Looks very satisfying. I'm glad you think so. It is very satisfying. It might have glitched into the rock. Yeah, those are mercs. They tried to run from the grenade. The guns that they use, they hurt. I have all these grenades.
потрібна допомога!
I'm loaded up on gear, man. Should probably hit up this tsunami field right here. Actually, let me take a few more bites. No mercy, Miguel, because this guy would have gladly ended my permadeath run. Gladly. He would have done it with a smile on his face, you know what I'm saying? Skiff is surely... Oh my god, that scared me. It looked like there was somebody walking outside. A chunky boy. Excuse me, sorry. We're gonna go ahead and try to make it to Malachite if we can. See if we can't do that. Bet you I still don't have as much mutant parts and stuff as I need. Skiff is, he's hefty. He's breathing hard. There's a fight going on outside. What's this? Oh, the lights. Nice. So the stuff I have. It's an okay amount of mutant parts, but it's not enough. Maybe enough snork parts. I mean, I haven't looked at my stash. This is why it's a good idea to get Kazkovi by doing the bonsai quest line. I should have actually done the bonsai quest line. I think next stream we're going to do the bonsai quest. We're going to upgrade a little bit, and we're going to go ahead and try to do that. Because it gives you a lot of money. And it gives you the Kazkovi. Who is shooting who? Oh. My god, I can't even tell who's who, bro. He's a bandit. Yeah, I know I need that weird water, bro. Is there any other artifact areas that I can hit up while we're on our way? Hold on, let me check. Okay. That's map some things out. I know there's an artifact here, but we'll see if it's dangerous. It's set next to a body on the roof. They're tier 3 MVGs. They're 3B. I think there's 3A, 3B, and then there's tier 2 and tier 1, if I'm not mistaken. There's like 4 different kinds of MVGs in the game. Is this the Krug complex, or am I tripping? So if it is, it might not be worth even. Because of that silly guy right there. Don't need him. Don't need him bothering me, that's for sure. It's a long night, dude. We're struggling, dude. This is the loot walk of shame that I spoke about in my tips video. Because we are struggling right now. There's always like poppers in some random portion of the map, so we're going to be throwing bolts. I've never played the Long Dark. I think my little brother played it and he really liked it. Tomorrow that Star Wars game comes out. Zero Company. I'm going to be playing that tomorrow. I'll probably stream tomorrow as well. I'm trying to... I have to edit a few videos tonight. So I can have them scheduled for you guys while I'm on vacation. It really is the loot walk of shame, dude. Like, struggling. He is about to have a heart attack, dude. He's having palpitations. Like, if I came across the wrong mutant right now, I'd be cooked. At least in terms of mobility. I'd have to pray. Pray that the Saiga really carries its weight, you know? Oh yeah, the Plague Tale game. I saw that at the Gamescom I watched yesterday. Yeah, the XCOM Star Wars game. I'm excited for it. I've been excited for it for a little bit. Oops, did not mean to do that. I think there's a bloodsucker that's usually over here in the village. I was just on a huge artifact run. Artifact and loot run. I started in the swamp, went through Zatan, came through the cordon, went through the lesser zone, went through chemical plant slightly, came through here, the burnt forest. Now I'm going through Malachite. I don't really think I want to get any more artifacts right now. I'm just trying to make it to Malachite so I can drop off this loot. And I think we're going to see all the money that I have gathered throughout the stream. Hopefully it's enough mutant parts, you know, to actually make some money. And hopefully it's enough artifacts to make some money, dude. I'm really hoping that we get something out of what we did today. Like something decent, you know. Because I think I'm gonna stream for like another half hour maybe. All I'm trying to do right now, the goal is to get to Malachite, see what artifacts which mission givers want, you know. Probably go to Rostock, see what the barkeep wants. Then sell all the artifacts that I don't want. It's for money and to equip. I got a compass. We jinxed a compass into my inventory. My boy, Tauno Pavo. So I'll probably save the compass until I can get like a decent artifact that, I think there's poppers over here, actually. I don't have to worry about that. It is toasty in this room, bro. I'm baking. It's a little toasty. Quite toasty in it. Yeah, I usually don't skip to Pripyat. I think that I haven't done the Zatan side quests or main quests. I think we've got a lot of Bayun. I think maybe next stream we're gonna try to focus on the bonsai quests, of course, because the bonsai quests give you a lot of money, and while we do those, we'll hit up any artifacts that are in the area, any mutant layers that we know are in the area, like the Hornhead. I definitely want to hit up again in the next few streams because I want that money from Malachite. They give you a lot of money for Hornhead parts. I think you only need 3. I only got 1 because, well, at least for right now, because I swear there was 2 over there, but I don't need to fight them. I run away from fights. importante. There's also this artifact field in Malachite. Do you guys think it's worth it? It's kind of dangerous. These guys are... Oh, they do have jokes. I feel like I kind of knew they had that. It makes sense that they do because there's friendly bandits now. I'm not dying here. I'm throwing as many grenades as possible at them. I have all these grenades. A little too close, man. Oops. Okay, let's see, because these artifacts like to move around a lot. Moonlight. Not bad. That's all the factions, by the way.
Шановні співробітники, доводжу до вашого відома. Прилади нічного бачення для водопроводу.
Yeah, they fixed that bug. I haven't had any artifacts underground. Not that I've noticed. Oh man, I'll sell off these guns first.
Я...
Snork, we gotta have at least 7 Snork. I mean, we fought so many Snork today. All right, let's see what we have. All right. 5 of those. 7 Bayun whisk. We don't have 7 Snork vertebrae, dude. Are we serious? I feel like that's not realistic to what we experienced today. We experienced a lot more Snorks than Bayun. I call BS. That seems like, yeah, duty. The real faction war is in the chat right now. This doesn't make sense. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 artifact, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 artifacts. And we have a lot of mutant parts, but I don't think any of it is enough. Except for the flesh eye and maybe the boar fangs.
Плануючи бойові експерименти,
Man,
враховують, що робота з провідником відбувається за принципом живої
I thought that the Bayun needs 9. Yep, I haven't got it yet.
Я...
Snork needs 7 and Pseudo Giant needs 2. Damn. I kind of want to wait until next stream to do the Snork and Bayun, but for the artifacts, I've never checked to see if this guy over here, this barkeep, if he wants artifacts or not. We'll check.
Не пропадай.
He might want to, no, he doesn't. Okay. We're gonna go to Rostock, see what he wants in artifacts. I did even get a ciliate or whatever too, or a ciliate.
Тримайся мене.
You suck. First off, I don't even know why I talked to you. The doctor asks for artifacts. I don't have the doctor unlocked yet. Oh, are you talking about at Malachite?
Ну, за світ без зони.
Краще за долгівців без фантазії.
He don't even.
У вас, волівців, забагато фантазії.
He don't even got no damn. Are we serious? The one time I've never seen him not have an artifact quest. I've never seen him not have an artifact quest. That is what I call top tier BS. I'm gonna go back to Malachite and see the doctor because that's ridiculous. What just happened was ridiculous, by the way. I hope you guys understand how ridiculous that was. I've never seen Barkeep not have a find an artifact repeatable quest. Needle. I've never spoken to Needle.
Що взагалі тут за
Obtain a forbidden artifact.
Перепрошую, відволікся.
Flower bud, of course, it's something I don't have.
Вона нам матеріали для дослідів добуває.
Something I don't have. See, this is the zone for you guys. This is the zone. I have 2 batteries, Mama's bead, mold, pebble, rosin, slug. I have a stone blood, wrenched. Man. I have physical protection with the crown, but I think sometimes some Sodorovich or something needs a crown. I'll take one of the dead sponges, and we're gonna sell this flaw. We're gonna sell the cavity. So I'm gonna keep these artifacts in here. So in case we get a repeatable quest from Rostock, we can go ahead and give, or any other repeatable quests. And I'm going to equip this eventually, this compass. I'm going to keep all those, and then I'm going to sell what I have in my inventory. I'm going to sell all of these, because man, I better make a lot of money from this. 20 grand isn't that bad. It's not that bad, but it's not as good as I wanted it to be. I was hoping to make some money with the mutant parts, but I could reset it, but I have too close to the Bayun and the Snork to reset it. I don't want to reset it. I'll just, next stream, I will grind Bayun and Snorks a little bit. Man, that's unfortunate, dude. It's alright, though. That's how it is in the zone. That's probably going to be the end of the stream. I've been streaming for a while. I appreciate you guys so much for watching. Please, leave a like before you go. Subscribe if you're new. God bless you guys, truly. It's so amazing to me that there's, like, almost always, like, 100 people. My God, why isn't it... It's not working. It's not working. This game bugs out. It's probably because it's hot in this room. That is really weird. God bless you guys. I'll see you guys in the next stream. Expect Stalker videos in the next few weeks. Go check out the Faction Wars video I did if you haven't seen it already. Subscribe, like I said, if you're new here. And I'll see you guys in the next video.